In the year 2004, I joined up to the Royal Air Force. I thought it'd be the easiest option for me to get a job. It was only a 9-week course, so I thought I would manage to pass it okay. As the course progressed, it got harder and much more tiring. I found it a struggle trying to take in so much information in such a short space of time. I was put back 2 weeks, then another 2 weeks, and yet another 2 weeks. I started drinking alcohol because I could not cope. I was stressed. Eventually somebody realised that I must have learning difficulties. I did a test and they said I had severe dyslexia, dyspraxia and an IQ of 62. My 9-week course had now become a 7-month course. I gave up trying and came out with disappointment. I was so ashamed because everyone else passed the course, why couldn't I? Now on Civvy Street and living back with my parents, the only money which I had coming in was job seekers allowance. I started to suffer from depression, stress and anxiety. With prescribed medication from the doctor, my life started to deteriorate. I was drinking every night to block out the pain and misery. I felt desperate, trapped. I felt like I had nowhere to go, and I felt like everyone was against me. At the time I was receiving help from Employment Support Service, and Andy saw me in a mess and helped me to begin the climb out of my dark, deep hole. I felt a bit of relief inside because somebody was at last listening to me. The more help I received, the more I was able to help myself and actually find out who I really am. I eventually found a job which was only around the corner from my parents, but was still unsure of everything I was doing. I realised it was too soon, so I dropped what I was doing and walked home without telling anyone. I felt scared for some reason, but I didn't know why. Me and my parents were not getting at all. They were getting at me and I was getting at them. You could see they were not happy with me. So I was going to the pub every day so I could be by myself and drink myself stupid. I had no friends, so no one bothered me. Throughout this time, the Employment Support Service continued to support me. They helped me to find another job as a picture framer. I was happy. Martin, my boss, was very supportive and he was easy to talk to, which helped me. I also now have a hands-on job which I enjoyed. One day my mum was in tears and she said she had had enough and told me to leave. She said that I was splitting up with mum and dad. As I was packing my bags, I felt empty inside, no emotion or anything. I thought to myself, this is not normal. I thought it would pass, so I carried on packing and walked out of the house without saying a word. I phoned my boss because I did not know where to go or what to do. He put me in a B&B for the night and told me to go and see the counsellor the next morning. After speaking to Andy and telling him what happened, he spoke to Martin. They both said something to me. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it hit home and gave me the motivation to actually open my eyes and get myself better. Over the next 6 months, I was living out of a suitcase in homeless accommodation. I had to keep swapping B&Bs because the rooms were often booked in advance for other people. One day I got a phone call from the council saying that I had a place in supported accommodation run by Moray faction. I was over the moon. I could not wait to move in. Everything was looking up now. My job as a picture frame was going okay. After moving into new accommodation, I started to settle down. I learned to cook, clean, pay my bills and take care of myself. I was feeling much better about myself. 6 months down the line, I now have my own flat, which is now looking very nice, and I've been in my job now for over 2 years and it is going really well. I have learned to keep my personal life at home, no matter how hard this may be. I hardly drink now and now go out to enjoy myself with my friends and have a good laugh. I have stopped dwelling in the past because I now understand that it doesn't change anything. Throughout the past couple of years, I have learned one thing. Yesterday is the past, today is the now, and tomorrow is the future.